Okay, so here I am today with another video on doing some lighting for small model kits. And obviously today I've got the 144 scale AT-AT from Bandai. Love the Bandai kits. I can't say that enough. But I came here today to show that, hey, you can light these models. Again, like I said on my other video, you get the right lights and a little bit of patience, a little bit of, ingenuity, I guess. Bandai's pretty good with their models. You don't really have to do any light blocking with these. At least I haven't so far. I mean, you could put lights inside of things, and the way the models are designed, and I guess the plastics and the thickness of the plastics they use, you don't have to do too much light blocking if you've got something interior that you're trying to light. But today, obviously I lit the two turbo lasers. I put a couple floodlights in there. I know those, I think they use those on Hoth, or not Hoth, but indoor. I know I'm using the Hoth base, but that's what comes with the kit, so there you go. But I thought the floodlights looked kind of cool, like little headlights or whatever. And then I did light the cockpit there. Um, so the lights that I put in the turbo lasers are, I used little red SMDs, and as you can see, I ran the wire. I tried to run the wires down the gun. I tried to drill through the center of the gun barrel and run the wires, because the wires are really small, but that gun barrel was just too small, and even with my smallest drill bit, it was too small and too flimsy. So I drilled through as far as I could, and then drilled another little hole from the top at an angle and fished the wires up through it and ran it along the top of the gun barrels. If I was going to a competition or something, I probably wouldn't have done it this way. I probably would have thought of something else, maybe. I don't know. But, this is for my own personal display at home. So yeah, I got the two turbo laser SMDs, the two white SMDs for the floodlights, and then there's another red one, just exactly like the ones in the turbo lasers, inside the cockpit, lighting that cockpit. Just one. I angled it so that it was actually pointing towards the window, to get the maximum light effect. I ran them all along the head. There you have to drill some holes through the back of the head. You got to do some, running some wires and whatnot through the neck, which is pretty easy. Again, you just drill a couple holes. There's plenty of room in the neck, and then into the body there. Again, you'll have to drill a couple holes through the mounting peg that mounts the neck inside, but it works out perfectly. So there was, just drilling the holes was probably the hardest part of this lighting this entire kit, was just drilling the holes and running the wires. But like I said, Bandai, the way they design their models, it's pretty possible. And like I said, there's a ton of room inside the body there. There's all kinds of empty space. So you could do, if you got really creative, you could do all kinds of shit with the space you've got in the body there. So I attached the wires from the SMDs. I used magnet wire to run the power down to the base. Now what I did is I ran it down through the body, down the legs. If you look real close, you can see where I ran it down the inside of the legs there. Down the base, or down, drilled it in through the base, like that. And then I have, a power plug. I suppose you could put a battery pack up inside here if you wanted to, and do it that way. There's plenty of places that you could put. There's plenty of room inside that body. if you had a battery pack for a couple of AAA batteries or something like that, you could even drill and cut a little switch somewhere on the body here to where you could flip the lights on and it would still be fairly hidden. Like I said, there's room enough in there you can get more creative. I just decided I'm going to display it where I can plug power into it and do it that way. But yeah, like I said, you could run all this wiring up into the body, put a battery pack in there, because this little door right here comes off. So you could do some creative stuff with that, and then just put that door over it and cut and hide it, and whatever your personal, preferences are. So, but yeah, those lights are pretty bright, but they do work pretty good. I was hoping to get a little more reflect out of those turbo laser bolts, I guess is what they are, that they give you. I thought they would light up a little more with the light behind them, but I don't know, it looks okay to me. And then, like I said, you got the cockpit, the red lighting in the cockpit, and then obviously my floodlights, which if you're looking straight at it, it's gonna blind you. Them little things are bright as shit. But anyway, so there you go. Just like I said, another video just to kind of give you an idea, maybe spark some ideas on how you want to light your kit. If you bought this kit or you're gonna buy it and you want to light it or whatever, it's possible. Just like I said in my other video, you can, with a little creativity and some patience, you can light these smaller model kits. And like I said, Bandai's kits are great. I love Bandai kits. I intend on getting the Star Destroyer that's coming out that you can pre-order on Amazon right now. They've got 2 kits of this. It's a 1/5000 scale Star Destroyer, and I intend on getting it. They got 2 kits, though. They got one that comes with lighting, and they got one that doesn't. Basically, it's the exact same kit, just minus the lighting. Everything else is exactly the same except for the lighting. And I intend on doing my own lighting with some fiber optics and whatnot. But I'm looking forward to that kit. But like I said, they're going to have 2 versions, and this thing is awesome. Bandai did a hell of a job on that, on designing a Star Destroyer. You can probably find the videos on YouTube, the promotional videos for it. And like I said, that thing is very detailed. It's about a foot long, that kit. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to buy that and light it myself with fiber optics. So I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, here's the AT-AT from Bandai. I think this is probably about as many lights as you can possibly put on. They didn't really come with a whole lot. Mostly just the cockpit, and then, like I said, I decided I was going to light up the turbo lasers, and I could get real creative and find out a way to make those turbo lasers blink, so that it looks like they're firing, but I don't know. I think it's just static. For me, is fine. But again, you use your creativity, use your own imagination. I just want to show that it is possible. So, thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to another video in the near future.